Hey, you guys, welcome to Sex Talk with T.GRAYE right here on WEMS Radio. I'm your lovely host, T.GRAYE. Are you all ready? I hope you put the kids to bed. I hope you got your glass of wine because we about to get nasty. We about to have some fun tonight. It's 2 times the fun Tuesday. So I have 2 times as many guests as I normally do, you guys. Tonight, I have with me comedian out of Philly, one of my favorites, Jamaican G. I also have with me two of one of the most insane girl comedian groups in Atlanta. They are doing big things. I got Randy Sky, I got Duchess in the building. I have one of my favorite super producer out of the DMV, Crank Lucas is in the building. You guys, we're going to have a blast. I hope you're ready. We're going to go ahead and get all my people in here. What's up, fellas?
Yo, yo.
I'm waiting on the ladies. The ladies are coming. The ladies are coming, but I'm so happy to have you all here with me tonight on Sex Talk with T.GRAYE. Y'all ready?
Yeah, for sure.
So first things first, you guys, before we get started, before we get going, I do have to mention that tonight's episode is sponsored by BU by Cousin Paul. Go ahead and pick you up one of these. It says, fuck fake love and half-ass friends. I feel like that's a message for life. If you want to get you one of these shirts, you can definitely go to his website at budaily.com or follow him on Instagram at BU by Cousin Paul. And cousin is Cuzzin. I'm going to make sure I hit you all with it again at the end of the show. But I feel like it's a message. Fuck fake love and half-ass friends. When you're in this business and you're building, you definitely don't need those kinds of things around you. But moving on with the show, today is 2 times the fun Tuesday. So the first question up for you guys, okay? A lot of people have the fantasy of having a threesome. If you could pick which 2 people you would want to have in the bedroom with you for an ultimate fantasy, Jamaican G, what you got? Who's your 2 people?
I can't pick you, right?
I can be a part of anybody's fantasy. I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like these lists is perfect for anybody's fantasy.
All right. Damn, 2 people.
Yeah.
You remember Cherokee, the porn star?
Yes.
Cherokee. And,
Okay.
And Beauty Dior. I'm taking it back old school.
Okay.
I'm showing my age.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. What about you, Crank? If you could have any 2 people in the room with you for an ultimate fantasy, which 2 would it be?
Oprah and Gail.
He gonna make me clutch my pearls? You know what kind of freak shit you about to get into with Oprah and Gail?
I'm about to get into some rich shit.
He said, "Fuck sex." We talk about money.
You talking about? Oh, that's that long money. That's that long money. What kind of work you think you got to do in the bedroom for real to knock out Oprah and Gail?
Not much. Just present dick.
Said not no whole lot of work to it.
Nah, they already got that shit down packed. So once you bring a dick into the situation, it's easy.
I don't think Stephen gave Oprah no dick in about 35 years, so she might like just the feeling of another man in the room. You know what I mean?
You might be right, and you might be right. So the reason why I wanted to have this 2 times of fun, you guys, is because tonight I wanted to talk about open relationships versus having monogamy. And then how do we attack these fantasies that we may have, especially if we have a partner that's not willing? So like I mentioned earlier, something that I guess for some people a threesome might be simple or what have you. For some it's not. But something as simple as that, as being able to engage and talk and share your fantasy with your partner, and then having your partner being willing to give in, is something that a lot of people unfortunately don't have in their relationships. Have either of you ever experienced a time where you really wanted something or really wanted a woman to take you to another level sexually and she wasn't willing? What about you, G?
Well, my girl now, I mentioned shit to her about like a threesome, and she just give me this evil ass look, so I just leave it the fuck alone. Like I don't want to, I don't want to die, so I just leave it the fuck alone. But before her, yeah, I was getting freaky deaky, so you know.
Mhm.
And what about you, Crank? Have you ever had a situation where somebody wasn't meeting your sexual expectation, or you wanted to do something different and they weren't willing?
I mean, if it's ever that point, then that'll just be a conversation that's had. And if she doesn't, when you say like meeting sexual expectation, you're just saying meeting sexual expectation. You're not necessarily talking about wanting to threesome or wanting to like do
It
stuff.
could be. It could be that. It could be taking you to that next level.
That's what I'm saying.
However you see
That
fit.
in particular, no, I haven't had a situation like that. But typically, if I am dealing with a woman and I don't feel like she's doing enough or bringing enough, like I let her know, hey, this is what I like. This is what I'm looking for. And she
Right.
knows if she can't do it, somebody else will.
Well, there it is. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and bring one more person in the room, you guys. One of my favorite ladies out of Atlanta, comedian Randy Sky. Come on and get your sexy self in here, girl.
I'm in here. What up? What up? What up?
Yo.
What's up? How y'all doing?
How you doing?
So you are right on time. We are having 2 times the fun Tuesday. So first thing that you did miss was the fella shared who would be their 2 people they want in a room for the ultimate fantasy. What 2 people you going with, Randy?
Whoa, god damn, that's the first question
Hey, look, you know I don't waste no time.
Sheesh, like who you
She
want
went
to
right
smash off top? Dang. Fantasy wise,
Yes.
okay. Definitely it's this rapper. What's his name? Dave East. Oh, he got to be in there. I don't know if you know who that is, but he played Method Man on the Wu-Tang joint on Hulu. You know
I know,
what I'm saying?
yes, I know who you're talking
Fine.
about. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
I will sit on his face easily.
Okay.
Let's see who else we got. But see, that's crazy because now I'm thinking 2 dudes, but now I'm feeling like gangbanging. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, it's options for everybody. It's options for everybody. Like I'm gonna let you
it could be
I'm gonna let you marinate in that
right.
question for just a minute. So we have began the discussion on not having sexual fantasies fulfilled, and then how that really plays a bigger part in your relationship or in your sexual relationship with someone. Have you ever had an experience where you wanted a guy to kind of take you to another level or try some new shit and he wasn't willing?
Yeah, and he got left.
So it's just give it to me or we out.
Yeah, like, and you know what's
That's the
funny?
consensus. That's the consensus in the room. Either you giving it to me the way I want, or you gotta go.
I mean, like, why waste time? I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I want. Like, I had a dude before that wasn't doing what he needed to do, and I tried to tell him. He got like an attitude about it. Like, I know what I'm doing, but I'm telling him, like, bruh, you licking my coochie like the cat licking milk out the bowl. This ain't it. Like, I don't want this. You don't know what you're doing. That don't work for me. That might have worked for somebody else, but didn't work for me. And yeah, so he had to go. Like, I'm not about to, no. If you're not pleasing me sexually at this day and age, then I ain't with it. I mean, no disrespect, but I need to get off on this fast.
Yeah, most definitely. So that's one thing I think, as far as women are concerned, if a man doesn't perform well, I feel like we have to tread lightly in how we deliver that information. I feel like, and you guys who are in here, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but in dealing with a man and in his sexual performance, you're dealing with not only him, but then you're dealing with his ego. So when you try to let a brother know, hey, this might not be right, you got to kind of be really gentle with the letdown.
I mean, I think it goes both ways. I mean, if you tell a chick that she's not sucking it right, or like, she might spaz out too. So it's not just the guys; it's both ways.
And what do you think, Crank?
I agree. It goes both ways. It ain't even so much about spazzing out. Just That's just a human thing. People don't want to hear that.
Yep.
Mm.
Well,
These men
motherfuckers,
are not. I feel like these men are not keeping it 100. A man will never. Y'all don't tell no woman, especially if it's her first time. Y'all not even gonna say nothing. Y'all just not gonna fuck with her no more. Excuse me. Can I curse on this?
Indeed, how about it?
Okay. But like men, y'all don't be honest. Y'all don't just tell us straight up. Y'all just don't fuck with us no more. You just don't call no more.
so right
You
before
don't
you
hit, you
came
just
in,
smash
she
and
asked
keep
me.
going. You're not about to sit there and teach her how to do it if she knew. Come on, man. Let's
Now-
keep it a buck.
Hold on
Now-
a second, Randy. Frank was about to say something.
I'm about to say right before you came in, she asked me, and I said if it was something I wanted the woman to do, I would have a conversation with her.
Even if
I
she knew.
communicate that. I communicate shit. I'm not just going to roll out now. If she doesn't do it, okay, then that's something different. But I can't just leave without her knowing, like, oh, like, no, this is what I want, or this is what I'm very open and honest.
Yep.
Okay, so you the type of dude, like, it's your first time, y'all first time linking, and y'all ended up getting on some frisky stuff, and she didn't suck your penis right. You gonna tell that woman the first night.
And it's not even about that. It's just if that's somebody I'm dealing with and that's something that is an issue, like if a woman doesn't suck my dick the way I want the first time, okay, whatever. But if she continues to do that, like, hey, I prefer it this way, or I like it this way. I don't need to, if it's somebody I'm just hooking up with for the first time and I don't know how often I'm going to spend time with this person, I don't even need to invest that conversation just yet because I don't know how far it's going to go.
Well, I'm
T.GRAYE,
be
are these
honest,
comedians?
yeah.
Are you guys comedians as well?
Yeah.
I'm an
Jamaican
artist,
G's
I'm a
comedian.
producer, I do a couple things.
Okay, I
Crank,
just wanted to make
Crank
sure.
got enough jobs to be Jamaican, but he ain't.
That's my job.
Yeah, that's his job. So it brings me to you guys. What I really wanted the meat and potatoes to be is the monogamy versus having open relationships. Because a lot of times people do have that one thing that they feel like they're missing, or those two things. But then let's say everything else in the relationship is solid. So as opposed to cheating, there are arrangements. Typically, these are open situations where the woman and the man, or whatever the dynamic is free to see other people. Is that something that you feel legitimately works? What do you think, Crank?
I think it works. It just depends on the people. Like it depends on if you look at other cultures where that happens, where you have a man that has several wives, and those women have been, they came up in that culture to where it's like accepted and they kind of talk that way. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. I don't necessarily know if I would do that or if I would, because it's I'm looking at the family structure of it all. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my mindset and what I've been raised around. So yeah, it's possible that it works. You just have to find the right people that's actually going to be with that and stick to that code.
What do you think, G?
I think what he's saying is right. Both people have to be ready for that type of lifestyle. But I think because right now, I'm in a relationship, so I think if me and her don't work, that's gonna be my next lifestyle. I think I just want you to be open because it's a restriction like that should kind of sometimes get kind of tight with restriction.
Okay. What about you, Randy Sky?
I agree. I mean, it's all about what you down for. If both of y'all with it, I don't see a problem with it. But it's a lot of men in open relationships, but their girlfriend don't know.
Right. Facts.
It's a lot of women in open relationships and their boyfriend don't know. So
right.
I mean, that's a touchy subject because just because you might be open to it though, your partner might not be ready for that lifestyle. So yeah, it depends on it. Both of y'all with it, shit, I'm with it. And both of it, if that's what I was down for. But both parties got to be down for it. I don't think it could be a one-way street.
So your person you got, now you love the person you got. Okay, love them from head to toe. Okay, they take good care of you, they treat you nice, they talk to your mama right, they do everything that what is your typical ideal. But just that one thing sexually, that's not your match. Do you stay or do you go? Crank Lucas, you staying or you rolling out?
I mean, that's not the most important thing. And that's the thing. Like, if it's something that she doesn't do sexually, but the rest of the sex is good, I don't need to have it all. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to. That's rare that you're going to find somebody does everything 100% sexually what you like and how you like it every time. So I'm not too greedy in that area. You know what I'm saying? And that's not something that I would leave over. But if I don't like the sex overall, then after a while, I'm gonna look for another reason and use that as an excuse to leave.
No rule. Looking for a scapegoat. What about you, G? You staying or you leaving?
I mean, the conversation got to be held, because you know, the younger version of me, I probably would just like not said nothing. But the older you get, the more you got to use your mouth and communicate. So before I roll, I'm going to say something.
Okay, one young man on YouTube says it works until somebody catches feelings. So I guess you're speaking in reference to having an open relationships, which is very true. Which
Yeah.
is very true when we get into these sexual situations, and that could and it doesn't just have to be open relationships. It could be a swinging situation. It could be an agreement where you do decide to bring a third person into the bedroom, but then two people want to creep off and do something else. So the
Yep.
rules of engagement are super important, you guys. If you thought the rules was crazy just out here being in the streets, the rules seem to really change and become more diverse once you are in a relationship but you want to have these extra sexual experiences. If you all aren't sure, ask T.I. and Tiny. They are the textbook for when the rules get
No,
fucked up.
no, not
Rules
Kim.
go wrong in the bedroom. Okay. Those are the kind of situations you end up in.
They should have had people sign contracts, man. That's what they waivers. That's what they should have did.
But you know what though? I'm surprised that they didn't have some sort of non-disclosure.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong. If I'm whatever kind of freak I am in my bedroom, I feel like that shouldn't leave my bedroom. It shouldn't leave my house. Don't get me wrong. But just because I'm somebody with money, I'm going to automatically assume one of y'all going to say something. If I
Right.
don't do something right, if I make you upset, then I have to consider there's going to be some level of repercussion. So, yeah, if I was straight up freak like them and want to have, random people in and out my bedroom, I would have them sign something real fast.
Yep.
Real fast. And not only would they sign it, they be signing that shit on camera.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what about you though, Randy? You stand or you going? Everything in a relationship is absolutely perfect, but he's not delivering that D. Are you going to stay? You going to go?
Well, hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but listen, I feel like we got to have the
Hey,
conversation.
Sean.
Like, for one, like when you say bad D, like, do you mean like it's just tiny?
No, I mean
Is it just they
the
just not
performance
using
sucks.
it right?
The performance sucks. So
The
you guys
performance sucks.
already, if you
Okay.
watch the show, size, in my opinion, doesn't necessarily matter. It's more so about your technique and what you're doing with it. But, bad is bad. I don't care which way, what size it is. Bad is bad.
I feel like it this way. Most people, I'm gonna say this. Most people, if they stay in a relationship, but that person is not sexually appeasing to them or like doing what they need to do, 9 times out of 10 they stay and they cheat.
Mm.
Yep.
You always gonna be looking for that nut, man. Sex is just like crack. It's something you could be addicted to. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna be looking for that first fucking nut. Just like when you first have sex with somebody for the first time. You know what I mean? You keep trying to fuck with them, trying to get that first feeling. You ain't gonna never get it. But you gonna keep trying. But I just feel like you have to, people act like, especially women, always try to act like sex is not a big deal. It is a big deal. This is a part of our human being. Like, this is a part of us being humans. We have to have sex. We're going to have sex. And we lying to ourselves if we saying that we can be with somebody for the rest of our lives just because they do everything else right, but you giving me dry sex. I'm on
Mhm.
Pornhub every night trying to get up because you don't know
Right.
what the hell you
But
doing.
this
Come
this
on,
is
man.
this
Let's
is the
be
problem.
honest with ourselves. You
This
got,
the
I'm gonna be honest with myself. You got to make me feel good in the bedroom. For one, I'm probably not even gonna get in no relationship with you if I know that you ain't doing what you need to do there. That's a requirement. That's a requirement.
Okay. Come on, G. What were you about to say?
No, I was saying that's the whole point of being grown and communicating. You know what I'm saying? So if people knew how to communicate, if females, I'm not blaming all females. I'm just saying if a female think her man not fucking her right or her sex partner, you got to say something. And if a man feel the same way, you got to speak up. Because then what? You gonna go out there and cheat and get caught the fuck up and shit go down. And just be honest, man. I'm 36. I did a lot of stupid shit when I was 26 that I'm not doing now. If I got an issue now, I'm saying this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Most definitely. So you guys already know, as far as sex is concerned, one of the most important things, if not the most important, is communication. So part of that is the conversation that you have prior to. It's one thing if the person isn't pleasing and you haven't had any discussion. It's another thing if we've gotten to know each other enough on a mental level and I'm comfortable enough with you that I can then tell you prior to our first time how I like it, how I want it. I'm secure enough in myself and my own sexual being to express to you what I want without judgment. And then be able to receive what you want also without judgment. So then when our first experience does happen, it does happen on a different plane. It does happen on a different level because we've already had that communication. I already know what gets you there, what you like.
Gotta you still gotta go through a couple little systems.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it alleviates any of it. I'm not saying that it doesn't alleviate some of the bumps along the road.
Right.
But it can be a tremendous help. So if I know going into the bedroom, let's say I pull crank and I say, what do you like? And he's, I like it when a girl lick my shape up right here. When I go in there, I'm licking that shape up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure that whatever it is that he wants or that he's into, that I'm going to provide that.
Why you say crank first? Why couldn't it be me first? See,
first off, do you see that shape up that man got?
No,
everybody here knows how T.GRAYE feel about a fresh shape up now.
I ain't eating no ass though.
So you that eat no ass.
I'm not eating no ass though. You tell me that's what you like all you want. I ain't the girl for you.
I understand.
I ain't eating no dude bookie. Oh no, no sir.
I hear you. So because I do have one of the best minds in music on this show this evening, I wanted to talk about you guys, what everybody has in their playlist. Crank, I know you work in music. Do you still like to have music when you getting it in?
I'll be letting the girl like hook her shit up to the speaker and put on what she likes. But I definitely I'm a light connoisseur. As you can see, I got lights behind me. So the bedroom is the nickname of my bedroom is the Red Room. You know what I'm saying? So that like helps to set the mood and shit. And red is a passion color, or whatever she want to listen to is fine. But most women I find listen to a lot of her. Weekend, her be cranking like shit. I accidentally smashed the girl to Michael Jackson one time. Like
was an accident?
Yeah, it was an accident. Yeah.
The song just came on during the playlist.
It just happened to be playing while my dick was inside of her. Like,
was it Beat It? Was it Beat It?
No, it was it was Lady in My Life. One of the most romantic songs ever made on the face of the earth. I was like, Jesus Christ. I hope she don't catch feelings tonight. That was the first time.
That's interesting. So you don't have your own playlist?
I don't have like a sexual playlist. Nah.
Okay.
Hey, yo, listen. Do y'all remember that song? I don't know if y'all know this rapper named Gorilla Zoe. Y'all remember him?
I remember him. Yes.
Y'all remember that song Hood Nigga?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that's like my number 2 song to fuck to. I'm in that pussy like I'm a hood nigga. You know what I mean? I'm in that shit.
So now that he say that got me thinking like maybe my playlist is all my workout music.
Okay.
I don't know. Listen, I don't really have a playlist. The song just came on YouTube by accident, and I just fucking went ham ever since. Every time I fuck, that shit gotta be on. Cause I'm a hood nigga. Yeah.
So then, what's your number 1 song then, G?
My new number 1 song is Throat Baby.
Okay. Throat Baby.
It's new. That's my for the past 3 months, 4 months. That's been my shit.
And do you feel like that motivates the woman? Does she go a little bit deeper when you put that song on?
Yeah, because that's some nasty shit that he be talking about in that song.
And a woman introduced me to the song. She was like, "Oh, put in this song called Throwback." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
God damn, Jesus Christ.
No, that's the best ghetto love song I ever heard.
He
Not
said
ever
ghetto
heard,
love.
but it's close to it.
Y'all ratchet as hell. Come here and let
Yeah.
me play in your throat a little while, throat baby.
Yes.
What about you, Randy? What's in your playlist?
Lately, I've been banging it out to a lot of Ari Lennox. You know, she makes some very good sex music, especially that new song with her and Jasmine Sullivan. It's on Jasmine Sullivan's CD.
Mhm.
What is it? Sit on it. I want to sit on it. You ain't
Yeah.
heard?
I ain't
You
hear
need
that
to
yet.
hear that one. That's a good one. I think it's number 5 on that other album, the Shea Butter Baby album. She got a lot of good songs to have sex to.
Okay,
So
come on,
Prince,
all right,
Who is it?
Prince.
Jasmine Sullivan?
Huh?
Who? Jasmine Sullivan?
Jasmine Sullivan and Ari Lennox got a new song together that's very good for sex. I think it's called Sit On It or
Okay.
Spit On
Okay.
It. One of them.
Okay.
So,
DC
but
in the house.
Prince, I'm digging a lot of Prince, especially Adore. That's something you want to make love to. But I also tend to fuck to like Future, Fujiano.
Oh shit! Now you calling me
Yeah,
ratchet?
somebody
That's her
told
baby
me
mama
you.
ain't shit.
You calling me
You gonna
ratchet?
let me see my son? She be getting her back blown out to that shit.
Right. You calling
That's,
me
you
ratchet?
know what? That's actually smart because that's motivational music. That's a good song to remind you to use
Yeah,
protection.
man. I'm a trapper. Let a nigga tell me just like another
That's
rapper.
funny.
Now this nigga
You know
locked
I'm in
up.
ATL. That's all we listen to out this motherfucker.
Oh, you in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys, I had to be quite honest. Like my playlist, it is so all over the place, but I feel like it matches me sexually. So like I'm a slow build up girl. I want it to be kind of slow in the beginning and then build up to me wearing you the fuck out and then bring you back down real nice, like a good high. Like so
Hey,
my
hey,
playlist takes you through that.
listen. Put on whoever you fucking with. Put on that hood, nigga. Watch him go dumb in that pussy. You hear me? Watch
Yo,
him go
so
dumb.
you let me tell you though, when it comes to music like that, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. You gotta have the right kind of guy that goes for that. Not every guy goes for that. I've come to find that out, you guys. I found that shit out the hard way.
Same thing is the type of girl that you with is with. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like
yeah.
everybody.
Not every guy go for that.
Like
Like,
if I'm fucking with an older chick, then all right, I know I can smash it to some Anita Baker. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm fucking with a Joan that's like 22, 23, that shit might not work.
but I feel like 22 and 23, y'all, I can't do it. I can't do it. So I know
Listen.
that the age range maybe for men versus women is probably totally different because if you're saying older Anita Baker styles and then 22, so I'm thinking maybe what's your max out crank? Maybe like 45.
I've had some 45-year-old.
Or you take them 8 to 80 blind cripple crazy.
Nah, absolutely not. I think 45. It's not really about the age, you know what I'm saying? But I think 45 is like the oldest that I've dealt with. And it might be somebody I've been dealing with since they was like in their 30s or something. You know what I'm
Oh, your old head. You growing with them.
saying?
How old are you?
I'm proud of you, Crank. It's consistent.
Thank you.
How old is Crank?
I am 75 years old.
No.
Out here
Hey yo,
banging
hey,
these
hold
22s.
on. Let me. I know it's off topic. Let me speak on that right there. I know we
Go ahead.
entertainment. I don't give a fuck. I'm 36, and I'm gonna be 37. I don't give a fuck about none of that age shit. I'm doing my thing. I'm doing what the fuck. I don't give a fuck who call me old. 36, nigga. You know what I mean? Because I get that shit asked all the time, and people like, oh, he just told your age, man. I don't give a fuck. That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm doing.
I'm sure I'm the oldest person in this room right now, so it's
I'm
nothing.
gonna go ahead and let that happen. I don't
Just
know
need
how
something to
old
go
you
ahead and
are.
let that
I
happen.
know I'm older than you, T.
How old are you?
I'm 39.
That's not
I'm
even
gonna be
old.
39 in November.
Yeah, I'll be 40 in October.
Okay, so you got me by a year. So what's your age range though? So now we're at that stage where this shit is off the motherfucking chain. Okay. We're in the prime of our sexual lives, Randy. What's your age range? Have you gotten into that cougar status? You messing with these young niggas yet? Or like what's your age
Hey,
range on the sex life?
I've dabbled. I've definitely dabbled. I mean, I got a boyfriend, you know, but he's what? He only like a year or two older than me. So that ain't that. But that's about the oldest I've ever dated. I mean, I done went out with some old niggas, but I ain't had sex with them. But some young ones, yeah, I definitely done dabbled back in my day.
So you guys, that will be a question for the audience, y'all. I want you all to chime in. I want y'all to hit me up and let me know, like, what's your legit age range? Women, when do you know you
I'm
ready for
talking about they
cougar
was grown
status?
though. I just wanted to
Men,
say
when do you know you on sugar daddy status? So I'm gonna be quite honest. I don't like messing with young dudes, y'all. I feel like it's too much work.
Right.
I feel like it's too much work. And I'm like, look, I'm almost 40. I
Listen,
don't
you
have that
gotta.
kind of time. I don't
My
have that kind of
son,
time.
that.
my son is 20 years old tomorrow, and I can't fuck with nobody his age because, especially this generation, they bat shit crazy. Something wrong with them.
Mhm.
I can't. If they was more mature, I could, but I can't do it.
Yeah, but that's how I knew that I was getting older because young niggas started to look good. And I said, oh no, something wrong here.
Oh shit!
Seriously. I said, young niggas starting to look good out here. So oh shit, I'm getting
Right.
older. I done turned into a cougar. But in the dating game or even in the sex game, it's like I just I just can't. This under 35s. I be like, oh God, y'all stressing me out. Like,
You know
somebody
what?
go call your mother. Go sit
I
down
actually,
somewhere. They
I
need a
actually told,
timeout.
I
I
told my
can't do it.
ex-wife. I said, you better don't fuck with no nigga under 35 because he's not ready, man. If you want some dick, go ahead,
Yeah,
go get some dick. But except for
yeah,
that, you're not ready.
that's real talk.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's
keep it
real
sex,
talk.
man. If
That's
you
real
messing with these
talk.
young people,
And
keep it
so
sex.
I feel like it's definitely just a mismatch lineup sometimes. People say, okay, so the man reaches their sexual peak in the early 20s, and then for us women, we're reaching it when we get around 40. And so that's
I
why
think
that's
that's
a good
true.
matchup.
That's true.
Nah, nah.
It's not.
I ain't gonna lie to you. These 35 plus niggas is out here still putting it down. And now I don't know if that means they done stopped past the gas station and got them a pill. I don't know. But I do know is that these young bulls, they just not. They just not.
I'm,
They
I'm,
don't
I'm
know
gonna tell.
how.
I'm
And
gonna tell you with me,
well, I
right?
ain't got time to teach nobody. I
With
ain't got
with with
time.
with with, with, with me, I be wanting it. My body just won't move to. My shit just won't move. I'm not talking about my dick. I'm talking about me personally. Like I be like, all right, hold on. All right, and like I want it, but my body just like nigga, no. You know what I'm saying?
See,
That's
that's why
really,
big dudes, big dudes like him, they only fuck with little chicks. Because little chicks like to ride dick all night.
Who?
That's what he ain't about to be moving too much. He like to
Who?
get
Me?
rode. Yeah, you, Jamaican G.
Um,
Them girls be riding your dick listening to hood nigga. Fucking
listen,
the shit out of
I ain't gonna
you.
lie. I ain't
They
gonna
be
lie.
fucking the
I
shit
made
out of
my
you to
girl
make
ride
I'm
my
a
dick.
hood nigga. And your crazy ass, you can't move.
Yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I made my girl ride my dick like, cause one time, like, we usually fuck like 5, 6 times a week, right? And so
okay.
one week went by and we only fucked like once or twice. And I said, babe, I ain't gonna lie, I've been fucking tired. And she got mad, so I was like, I got you. I made her ride that dick, and my knees hurt. Nope, keep going. You wanted it, you gonna ride. Now you know how I feel.
Okay, so we have a comment. Coffee Ninja says he is just as horny now at 36 as he was in his 20s and has no shame. And yo, kudos to you, bruh.
No,
For
no,
real,
no, no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
be
no.
quite honest with you. 20-year-old T.GRAYE ain't 38-year-old T.GRAYE. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. It ain't the
Right? No, no,
same.
no, no, no.
It ain't the
Notice
same.
what he said. I'm always horny, right? And I
Right.
want to do it,
It's
but my
whether or not you
body
getting
just
the
like
job done.
it's a difference. I'm still horny. I just yeah, man.
Randy, whatever you smoking, take your time, baby. So Crank, I gotta know because you the one fucking the young girls out here in the street. Is there a difference between the young women versus the older women sexually? Like, do you find yourself having to put in more or less work?
I don't find myself putting in any real difference as far as the work. I can't really say that there's like a distinctive difference sexually in between those age ranges. It just really depends on the girl's experience. Obviously, an older woman would have more experience. Um, I think older women like know more tricks and stuff, and they're more catering to the man in a sense. You know what I'm saying? A older chick or a chick at a certain age, suck your dick, suck the cum out your dick, grab a towel, wipe it off, put warm water on it, throw it in the washing machine, start the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Then go make you some eggs or some shit.
Get my food, please.
Mm-hmm.
A young girl that just, she'll do what you tell her, but then it's like she's just kind of lost in the world. I don't know. It's just different experiences.
So at the end of the experience, do you feel like the pleasure level doesn't change? Do you think, I mean, do you feel like you're more satisfied one way or the other, or it's all in just who you with no matter what?
It's all in the chemistry of the person that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? It's all in it's about that specific person. The age don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Their experiences and their background is what matters, and how much you attracted to them.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a young girl that has a banging ass body, and then I got an older woman that doesn't have the same body, but she's got a cuter face, or I might have more chemistry with her, so I'm more attracted to her. So that sex is going to be better just because there's more of that attraction level there. And that's one of the biggest things with me. I'm not some young horny ass nigga that's just ready to stick my dick in anything. Like, I gotta have a connection with a bitch if I even fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some real shit. Like, first of all, this dick ain't free. Let's just start right there. That, like, the dick is not free.
That's
So
one. Gotcha.
if I'm just sticking my dick in every demon that walks past, then I'm just a zombie out here. I gotta protect myself. You know what I'm saying? Just like a woman has to protect herself.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. So I feel like Crank just spoke a word. We're gonna go ahead and call him Pastor Lucas for the rest of the show. Okay, because he's over here, he's out here preaching to you niggas right now. Okay, he said I gotta have a connection with the bitch. Okay, understand that?
With the bitch.
Put that shit on his shirt. I need a connection with the bitch.
Hey, Crack, you showing your age, man.
Oh yeah, all 75 years. You motherfucking right.
He said we gotta have the same last name.
No, we ain't gotta do that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Her
though.
favorite color gotta be blue.
So the comments, you guys, a lot of men are making the comments about having energy and being able to ride and being able to do their thing. So that kind of brings me to my sex fact for tonight. So my sex fact for tonight is something that I didn't know, learning something new. The average sexual session is 100 to 500 thrusts and lasts about 17 minutes and 5 seconds. So do you think that those numbers sound about right? Like, I know most people ain't really counting how many thrusts. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all this secret about T.GRAYE. Sometimes when I'm on top, I do count my squats. It's not.
No, I do.
It's not even about the sex. It's more about just me and my health. Like, how many times can I squat down on his dick before this bitch get tired? But anyway, do y'all think that those numbers or that length of time sounds about right? What do you think, G? Digest your food. Digest your food first.
I want y'all to understand, right? I've been with my girl for a long time, so it's no need for me to have to prove myself and go an hour. I can listen. This is real shit too. I can fuck the shit out of her for 8 minutes and make her come everywhere, and she's fine with it. Long as she come, right? She might want it longer, but she's like, nah, nigga, you done made me wet the whole bed 18 times. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So that's about right.
What about you, Randy? You
I
think that's
agree.
about right? 100 to 500 thrusts, 17 minutes.
Oh
In
well,
and
shit. I don't know, man. It depends on what we on that night.
That does make a difference.
It
Yes,
depends
your
on what
high
we on
does
that
Now,
change
night.
the numbers. I ain't.
it's
It
not
does.
it's not every night. Once in a
No,
while,
it definitely ain't gonna be every night. No, it definitely ain't. But
right.
like he said, long as I come, that's all the fuck that matter most of the time.
So you saying the average is 17 and a half minutes. So 17 and a half times 2 is 35. So you got 35 minutes on one end and 0 minutes on the other end. And obviously that the numbers different. Sometimes it's 0 minutes, sometimes it's 200 minutes. So if the average is 17, like that's a pretty interesting. I mean, that's a good amount of time to get some shit in. Niggas got shit to do. The
Yes.
fuck you gonna be up all night fucking for, bitch?
Yeah.
I got to fucking get up and go run in the goddamn morning.
Exactly.
Get out.
I got shit to do.
I got shit to do. Oh, my fault.
Beat
It's
it.
your house. Let me get
Beat
the
it,
fuck out.
bucko.
Facts.
It's time to go. So the motherfucker cut them lights on. Yeah, you see this white light? Okay, that red shit is over. Time to go.
She's like, why you put your shoes on so fast? They never came off.
Listen, Pastor Lucas ain't playing with you bras out here. Okay, y'all want y'all to understand that Pastor Lucas is not playing.
No, but listen.
Called up your
Once
Uber.
again,
Called
once
up your
again,
Uber.
he's
Listen.
right. I own a cleaner business. I do comedy. I got a lot of shit going on. Sometimes me fucking 3 hours for one night don't make sense.
I get it.
Sex
I
is
get
like number 18 on the list at the highest type shit. You got 17 other things going on this
Bro.
week that has to get done other than them 2 to 3 nuts that's going to keep you sane and from choking people out.
Yep.
Listen, so
I
we
agree.
so it's best to stay right there at the edge of about to choke a motherfucker.
Look, you trying to optimize your experience. You said you gotta wait till your breaking point. Jeez, that's crazy. That's that violent sex. That's that.
See, that's why I think it's interesting. Now, one, I think it's interesting the 100 to 500 thrust. I don't think people really consider how much thrust that is,
That's a lot.
especially if you take and put 17 minutes to it. You know what I mean? So that's just like just the whole time. That's you know what I mean?
That's that rabbit fuck, boy.
Yeah.
That's that white boy fuck.
And you know what? That is very important because when it comes to a lot of these sex facts, very rarely are they written by somebody who's melanated. Very rarely. So maybe the perspective might be different. But that's why I say it's kind of funny that they have this number because I do be counting. Like I said, it's not on purpose. It's solely by accident. But when I'm on top, I do be like, well, how many times is it gonna take to? So like
No.
I know if you at 60, I know if you at 100, if you
No,
at
when
150.
When I'm fucking doggy style, sometimes I do count them strokes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I feel like when it comes to trying to put a time on maybe what we might call a good sexual experience, I think that's a little far-fetched. There was a study done, which is how they came up with this 17 minutes, with how they came up with that average number. But I feel like that is kind of close to norm. But for me, good sex is not just the actual fucking. I need my foreplay. I need my afterplay.
What's
Granted,
afterplay?
what's afterplay? Sometimes afterwards, I just like my coochie rubbed, or I just. I mean,
Oh, wow.
you know, I do. It's very calming for me. Like if I come, yeah, that's
Wow.
like you want to be rubbed up on afterwards, man. Ain't nobody
I do.
trying to be on. You
I
ain't trying
do.
to
I
be
like
kicked
it.
out like old boy said.
Like
your Uber outside. Nah, like
so. Depending on how I come depends on whether or not I can then engage in afterplay.
Facts.
Yes. So if
you still need your coochie rubbed after we done, then we ain't.
But see, here's the thing: it's not necessarily a need. It's more of a want. It's like burping a baby. So sometimes
no, it's not. No, it's not like burping. No, you will not speak that into my sexual experience. I rebuke that
All right, hold on. Listen,
Put that motherfucker back up there. Nope. Put it back up.
I'm not on here trying to brag. I'm not on here trying to brag and falsify anything. But I'm telling you, after I'm done, that coochie, you're not gonna want me to touch that shit.
It's wrap. It's done.
I'm trying to
But see, again, that's what I say. It's all in how I come. So I can come different ways. Okay, for me, there's just a regular. I'm coming. Then there's an orgasm. Then there's squirting. So those are different experiences for me. So if I'm in a sexual situation and I done squirted all over the place, oh nah, I'm on some don't touch me shit. You don't need to touch me. I'm going to sleep. See you when I wake up. I'm done.
In the puddle.
Yes, be hoping that I get up to pee.
And the other thing,
I'm laying the fuck right here.
The other thing I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. But if it's a situation where, or if I have an orgasm, that's also on some don't touch me shit. But let's just say I came about 4 or 5 times, but I didn't necessarily reach my highest peak that I could have. Oh no, it's just like a nice calming effect afterwards. It's just nice. It's just nice. I might not come again from it, but it just feels good.
I get it.
It's just, pet the girl. What's wrong with petting the cooch a little bit?
Here's the thing. What are they doing though? Talking about you're not gonna want to touch your vagina. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Come on.
Come on, what?
I don't know what your experiences is, but I know what my experience is. That's what I was going to interject with. Like you said, the average number of strokes. The other thing too that y'all women might not realize is that we're controlling that shit. We're controlling the type of stroke, where we're stroking. All of that goes into it. So it's not just, oh, this is how many strokes it takes for her to climax. It's where I'm stroking, how deeply I'm stroking, how fast. It's like all of that matters into it. And her body is telling my body what to do. I'm not even conscious of the shit because all the blood is out of my head at this point. So it's her body telling me how many more strokes she needs to get to that point.
All right, now.
This is science.
With that. So when they created this number, though, you guys, I don't think that they took women into consideration, because to me, even the fact that they use the word thrust, that is more indicative of the man thrusting himself as opposed to the woman doing something. So if we had to put a number on women, they got 100 to 500 for you guys. If you had to put a number to women, how many times you think the women got to squat down on that thing or ride that thing right? Like, is there a number?
8.
Hold up. How many do they need to, or how many will they?
No, look, what do you think is that fair number? They say 100 to 500. That's for the men. What do you think if the woman is handling her business? Okay, y'all not doing no work today. It's y'all got the day off. What's the number?
Female talk all that shit until they got to put in the work we do.
That's what I'm asking. What do you think is a fair number?
8.
If 100 to 8.
Yeah, y'all lazy as shit. Y'all lazy as fuck.
8.
Oh,
I'm honest.
I'm so sorry.
Now, one thing I do notice, and I kind of learned, is that a lot of times women get on top. That's a lot of times that's either the only way that they come, or that's the easiest or best way for them to come. I noticed because I guess y'all got to like lean forward a little bit to get that kind of like pressure up on that shit. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you said what?
Clitoral stimulation.
Clitoral stimulation, but it's like
I'm not riding no dick all night. Let's get that clear. We're not counting nothing over here. I'm going to tell, beat me the fuck down, because I'm not the rider here. So I'm not about to cap and do none of that with you. So you want to ask me about thrust counts to come? No, I think you need to ask me about clitoral stimulation. How much times this is happening? Wow.
So you're a clitter.
Yeah, I need something going on right now.
Hold on.
No, you're gonna have to play with that little.
Hold on. But this is the problem. Sex is supposed to be. I know people 100% men. Come on, it's 2021. Females, y'all gotta give like 35, 40%.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So we've had this discussion here before about whether or not there's equal pressure in the bedroom on men versus women.
There's not
And
equal pressure in the fucking world.
and so
It definitely
typically,
reflects in the bedroom.
typically the notion is that the pressure is all on the man and not the woman.
Yes.
My stance is that it's even, and I can only speak from my own perspective. And that's because when I go into the bedroom, I go into the bedroom maybe with the same mindset or the same notion as the man. Now, granted, you might, for a man, you might come that one time. For a woman, we might come 15, 20. That one time though, I want to work you like a full-time motherfucking job. I want to leave a fantastic impression and I want you to want to come back to get this shit again. So
Wow.
in my mind, there is pressure on a woman to perform. Now I get it though, because Crank said earlier that women are lazy. He's not the first man to have said that a lot of women, just get in the bedroom and they just lay there and they just whatever. So I'm gonna say this, and it might come off fucked up. Sometimes I feel like it's the caliber of woman that makes the difference in how they're going to perform and what they feel like they should and shouldn't do in the bedroom. And I'm saying that because most of the time when men tell me about women being lazy, if you put all these bitches in a room, they probably all look like cousins because they either look and or carry themselves in a way that says I don't have to do nothing but look and carry and act like this. I ain't gotta do shit. So once I get in there, you could just do your business. I'm gonna get up. I'm still gonna get whatever the fuck I'm gonna get, and we're gonna keep moving. Where and some women gotta work. Some women gotta
And
work.
to
Some
that
women come
point,
in with their motherfucking game face, and I ain't got time to worry about my lace front coming off. I ain't worried about fuck these lashes. I ain't worried about you busting my fake ass because this shit I just came from the doctor. Fuck all that. Get this and put in that work.
All right.
and to
Very
that,
few. Go ahead, Crank.
I'm about to say to that point, a lot of that is again, it's on the man. It's the attraction level. A woman will give you a 5-sex if y'all is just like, all right, but the nigga that she's really attracted to is going to get that 10, the sloppy, the squirting, the all that shit, the 3 minutes in, she nutting type shit. If she's attracted enough to that man.
Big facts.
So that's the other part of it too. Like I said, it's the chemistry, it's the connection. That's why I don't want the baddest bitch. I want the bitch I got the best connection with, because that's gonna give me the best sex.
Right.
I'm,
Most
I'm,
definitely.
I'm, I'm gonna make this point. If it was up to women, if y'all was forced to ride and do all the work, y'all probably would have less sex. Am I wrong? Maybe not you, T.GRAYE.
They do now. They have less sex now because they got to ride from time to time.
Right, T.GRAYE. Maybe not you, but I'm telling you, I've been around and females like you to fuck you the man. Oh, fuck me, fuck me. How about you fuck me? The fuck? How about you fuck me?
What do you
And
think,
another
Randy?
part of that too is the way that our bodies are built as humans and just the natural way that we have sex. The women are often in the more compromising positions. And even though their bodies might be shaped for that, it's still like I understand it. Like, yeah, they got word. Like, I could just stand up on the edge of the bed and just thrust back, you know what I'm saying, and like it's cool. But if she's on her back with her
Hey,
ankles spread from
hey,
wall to wall,
Craig, I hear you, but now we in 2021 where it's equality. They
oh
ain't
no,
gonna be treated.
no. I'm still putting the responsibility on them.
Okay,
I'm just saying I understand it.
All right.
Well, hold on, you guys. Look, Randy, because I know you got to get to the comedy club, boo. We done
Shit,
made
I
you
done
look.
passed my time. It's all good though. It's all good though. But nah, man. I mean, men always talking shit about us in the bedroom. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and you the main one down here in the corner in the right talking about women lazy, woman lazy. You just not picking the right woman for you. You're not picking riders. You know what I'm saying? You're not attracting the riders. You know what I mean? Like, but I can tell you say you've been with somebody for a long time anyway. Both of y'all probably having lazy sex. Both of y'all probably she was giving her a lot of side dick. A lot of that side dick action where both of y'all just laying in the bed and she lift up You know what I'm saying?
No.
You been with somebody
Look,
for a
so
long
the
time.
comedian Woo Woo chimed in, you guys. Woo Woo says it needs to be 50-50. It
Uh-huh.
needs to be 50-50. I
Nothing will ever be
Man,
agree that
50
you
it
ain't got to
between
should
men
be.
and
ride that
women.
often if your shit grip and that shit wet as fuck. You don't. Like, I'm telling you, you don't. And the nigga not gonna complain. He's still gonna be banging that shit out. If your shit grip, that's putting in work. I'm squeezing the fuck out my kegels on this dick. I'm gripping the fuck out this. I'm sweating
Yes,
profusely because my
yes.
pussy is gripping the fuck out this nigga dick like a monkey knuckle. And I am working.
Congratulations.
Coffee Ninja says he want a girl who gets head so good he got to pull the bed sheets out his ass.
And see,
Wow.
that's another thing. Now,
Yo,
I ain't lazy in that area.
come
My
on, Coffee
boyfriend called me
Ninja. I don't
throat
know where
goat.
you at, but
I'm
I
not
hope you
lazy in
find
that
what you're
area.
looking for, baby.
I'm not lazy in that area.
Listen, I've had Randy on my show before, and even though I ain't never been with her, I can only imagine that the head game is off the chain
The
down
head game is fire, dog. I'm
there.
saying my nigga called me throat goat, dog. Like my head game.
Girl, baby, that's all
Nah,
good about you.
throat
That's about
goat, goat, greatest of all time. Goat, like goat. That's different than baby. I'm telling you, my throat game is that shit. I be impressing myself, bro. Like I want to record it. I don't know. OnlyFans, comedian Randy Sky, throat
Hey, go
goat.
ahead. Make you some money. Make you some money.
You
Listen,
gotta suck dick with no morals too. That's one key I give all ladies. Suck dick with no morals. That's gonna be the best. Have no morals. You
Yeah.
feel me?
so
That's the
Look,
best way
toxic
to suck a
head.
dick. If I give
Toxic
anybody a
head is
point.
beautiful.
so what I've talked about before, I had Talon on a few weeks ago, and he said, you know how the woman is going to take care of your body by the head that she gives you. Like if she takes care of your dick first, you know she's going to take care of the rest of your body. Um, do you think, Randy, that same thing rings true for men in the reverse? Do you think if a man can give you good head, that means he's going to fuck you well?
Probably, unless, yeah, because sometimes no. If he know his sex is weak, especially if he know he's small too, his head game might be fire. You know what I mean? But like, cause I've dealt with that. Like head game fire, but the sex was trash. You know what I'm saying? So I
So
don't
what do
know.
you think, Crank? Do you think that the way the woman takes care of your dick is synonymous with how she takes care of your rest of your body or how she fucks you?
In my experience, they kind of go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? It's an indication. It's not a all the way across the board rule, but it is an indication. Like I said, the older chicks that'll suck your shit and wipe it off and clean it off and shit like that's it's a microcosm of how she's going to take care of a man, how she takes care of manhood, the actual essence of what makes you a man, how she treats that and responds to that and takes care of that can give you an indication of how she's going to treat your essence as a man, period.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always the example all the way across the board, but I do notice that. So I can agree with that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Woo Woo chimed in again and says some guys with big dicks don't do no foreplay. Woo Woo, first off, I'm gonna have to bring you on here live because I feel like that's a whole nother show topic.
Yeah,
That's a
Okay,
whole
then
nother
need
show
to.
topic.
and
Dudes
that's a
with
fact.
this big dick energy feel like they don't have to perform the same. But that's the
Yep.
same thing for those women. That's the same thing for the women who good in the bedroom and who lazy. Like you think because you cute, you ain't gotta come in here and work. The fuck, get it together.
That's right. That's true.
That's just my public service announcement. Okay. Public service announcement. So, you guys, it is almost time for us to wrap up. I want to make sure that everybody who can make sure that they follow you guys, know what you all got going on. Jamaican G down there in the corner, you guys, has gone viral. I don't know how many times he makes some of the best videos, some of the best promotional videos.
Thank you.
Absolutely hilarious as a stand-up. Also, comedian Randy Scott down there, girl, whole squad funny. One of the best female comedy clicks, and you don't see that often. They go rip the stage apart, put it back together. Crank Luke is one of the best producers in the DMV. If anybody has heard the song Will by Jordan Lucas, this is the man responsible for it. He's simply amazing. That's my plug. But I'm gonna let everybody give their social media and what have you before we go. Randy, you can go ahead and go first, babe.
Okay, word. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and that's at comedian Randy Sky. RANDISKYE is spelled right there correctly. Also, you can check out my website, randyskycomedy.com. You can also get all my links to my social media there. If you're in Atlanta, this Thursday, Whole Squad Funny will be doing On the Fly comedy experience at Uptown Comedy Corner. So make sure you pull up. Tomorrow night you can catch me at Escobar too. I'm gonna be out there. Friday night, I'm out here. Just follow me. Follow me.
All righty, and Jamaican G.
You can follow me at Jamaican JAMAICANGEE_ on everything on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's Jamaican GEE. That's about it, man. You know, that's about it.
That's about it.
Hey, that Jamaican came out when he was spelling them letters, didn't it? God damn. That...
you know what's crazy? I thought somebody was gonna say something about I don't sound Jamaican. I came here when I was 13, so I can flip it on and on. But
man, as soon as you spelled your name, that shit came right the fuck out.
Oh,
this nigga said JAMAICA Bumble Butt Clock Clock G. I was like, God damn.
Oh
okay.
Shit.
Yeah, my motherfucking dumbass just put crank like.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm just crank.
At crank.
It's all right. It's
Crank
all right.
Lucas.
Fuck
Crank CRANKLUCAS.
Hey, yo.
Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok now at Crank Lucas. Also, my website is cranklucas.com.
All right, listen, Randy, I'm gonna follow you ASAP because I've been trying to come down to Atlanta and get on stage and now this network. And Crank, you big shot, you probably gonna follow me back, but I think I already follow you, Crank. But you know,
yeah, send me that shit.
I got you.
So thank you to all my guests who have been on tonight. You guys make sure you also check out my sponsor for the night at BU by Cousin Paul. If you want to copy one of these shirts, fuck fake love and half-ass friends, he has so much more merchandise as well. You want to go to www.budaily.com. And you can also check him out at www.blessperiod.com. He just partnered with Puma. He has fantastic sweatsuits through Puma and his Blessed Period. He's doing big things. Super proud of him. And for your great, great host, if you want some sex advice, you want to get up on my merch, you want to see what your girl got going on, hit my website, www.sextalkwithtgraye.com, so you don't miss a beat. Make sure you're following me everywhere at the love below _sex talk with T Gray. We will be right back here, you guys, next Tuesday, 9 p.m. More fun. It's going to be Tickle My Toes Tuesday. So we're going to have some freaks up in here
Y'all some freaky motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah. I even stuck them. She said tickle them.
What's going on?
That's two play right there. You got to tickle them first, then you suck them. Suck them is the full play.
Hey.
Tickle them is two play.
Hey, I'm trying to keep the people engaged around here. With you guys, I will be right back here on Sex Talk with T Gray on WEMS Radio. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.